Here's a little look back at the 2021 Thames Sailing Barge Match, which we took part in with the Edith May. It was a beautiful morning and we made a cracking start, first over the line. But the other Bowsprit barges have all got big running sails, downwind sails, and we weren't able to compete with that. So one by one, the Blue Mermaid, the Marjorie, and then finally the Adieu here slipped past us on the downwind leg. It wasn't long before we got to the outer mark, hardened in and came on the wind for the turn back up river. We were last around, but it wasn't too long before we were making some good progress, with Marjorie and Adieu sagging off to leeward towards Southend, whereas we were able to hold her up the channel. Disaster struck, however, as the bobstay fitting hauled straight through the stem. This sent the bowsprit flying up into the air and all the headsails billowing out to leeward, giving the foredeck crew a real headache trying to sort it all out. In total, we spent about 20 minutes sorting out the mess, but we got there in the end. Damage to the barge was slight. Unfortunately, the Samson post, which had been repaired many times in the past, was now at the end of its life, and the bowsprit had a bit of a shake in the end of it, but nothing too terminal. Reverting to our staysail rig, we flew back up the river and overhauled the Adieu, who ran aground on the Blythe Sands, and were hot on the heels of the Marjorie at the finish. We unshipped the bowsprit, got the barge back alongside Town Pier at Gravesend, and went ashore for the prize giving, feeling satisfied with our day's work. The damage to the stem and Samson post meant that we spent the rest of the season sailing as a staysail barge, but you've got to have something to do in the winter time anyway, haven't you? If you want to help us achieve our aim of a sustainable future for these fine ships and introduce them to a new generation, then please do consider becoming one of our patrons. Just follow the link. Until the next time.